Hey everyone, this video is about Module 12, which is covering audience analysis. Like usual, before we get started, let's go through some announcements. So your group speeches were due last night, so thank you to everyone who submitted them. I'm really excited to listen to all of them, and you'll get those grades back within the next 2 weeks, okay? Then also this week, I'm going to be unavailable on Monday and Tuesday, so I've got to change my drop-in hours. So instead of Monday from 12:30 to 1:30, we're just going to push that to Wednesday from 12:30 to 1:30. And then Tuesday, we're going to move the 10 to 11 o'clock office hour to Thursday from 10 to 11 as well. All right. So of course, if you need to get a hold of me outside of those hours, feel free to email me. I'll still be available for email, but I won't be available to meet face-to-face or on Zoom or whatever on Monday or Tuesday this week. All right. This is our last big speech for the semester. I can't believe how fast this has gone. All right, so let's go through the assignment description, the rubric, and all that good stuff. All right, so here we are in Module 12. Get out and persuade. All right, so this speech is going to be very, very similar to your informative speech, but the only difference is this time I want you to persuade me of something at the end, okay? So a persuasive speech is going to involve a call to action. So that's at the end of the speech when you're saying like, you should go vote for this person, you should recycle more, you should, whatever it is. I want to hear that at the end because you want to persuade your audience and get them to do what you want them to do. So for this assignment, you need to pick like a social issue or topic that's important or interesting to you. So it can be, something about racial equality, sex and gender equality. It could be about climate change. It could be about fracking. It could be about literally anything you want that is a topic that affects a lot of people, right? A social issue is something that it affects everybody in society. So that's what I'm looking for this assignment. If you need a little help, you can check out this article. It helps describe a little more about what a social issue is. Also, definitely feel free to run topics by me before you submit one if you want to. Like usual, I'll probably do, if you get the 5 points, that means your topic's approved. If you get the 0 points, that just means I need you to revise something and email it to me. So you'll have your topic due coming up this week as well. You'll do 2 outlines. So for this speech, we have 2 different ways that you can set it up. So you can either set it up doing a problem cause solution, which means you're going to have 3 main points. So you'll have your intro, then you'll have your body, which is 3 main points. Main point 1 is the problem, main point 2 is the cause, main point 3 is the solution, and then you'll go into your conclusion. Or you can do a problem solution outline. So you're still going to have the intro, and then instead of having 3 main points, you'll only have 2. So you'll have the problem and the solution. Which one you choose does not matter to me, as long as you are still within the 6 to 8 minute time requirement for this speech. So you've got, again, from 5 minutes and 30 seconds to 8 minutes and 30 seconds, you always get that 30-second buffer. So as long as you're within that time frame, I don't care if you do problem cause solution or just problem solution. The choice is yours. I find that problem solution just means you get to go into a little more depth with both the problem and the solution, because you get to spend a little more time there. But it's definitely possible to get a very good score doing problem cause solution as well. So like I said, completely up to you. So you got 2 different outlines, so just make sure you're downloading the right one depending on what you want to do. Again, speaking outline, it should be a guide. Prep outline should be a guide. These are not things that you were reading off of. So we're at the last speech. Let's try to all deliver this one extemporaneously. And for this one, you get a maximum of 3 pages for your speaking outline because it is a little longer. Like usual, practice until you feel comfortable with your delivery. You know what you're going to say. Don't edit your video, record. For this speech as well, you're going to need to use research, but you're going to have 4 references for this speech. Okay, so previous speeches, we only had 3. This one, we're going to have 4. Again, all of your sources need to be from 2016 or sooner. If you have sources from before then, like 2013, 2010, 27, or 2007, whatever it is, you can use those. They just don't count as one of the 4. Okay, so make sure you have at least 4 sources that are from 2016 or sooner. And for this one, because we are talking about social issues and the government generally has a lot of influence over social issues via laws and things like that, one of your sources for this speech must be a government source, so a .gov source. The other three, completely up to you if you want them to be scholarly, popular, whatever. And then APA format, make sure you're using APA 7th format for your reference page, in-text citations on the prep outline, and then you can flip on your speaking outline and just write out your verbal citation format. So prep outline, I want to see in-text citations and a reference page. Speaking outline, I want to see the written out oral citation. And also for this speech, like your group speech, you're going to have a visual aid, okay? So same thing, just kind of do what I'm doing right now, hop on Zoom, make a call, record yourself. You can share your screen and that will show me your PowerPoint, your visual aid as you're going through. It can be a Google slide, Prezi, whatever. It doesn't have to just be PowerPoint. And this one, you need 4 to 7 slides, okay? And that does not include like the introduction slide and the like goodbye slide. So make sure you have 4 to 7 slides that have some good relevant content that supplements your speech. Or complements, not supplements. And then you will also need to do your audience analysis. So audience analysis is going to be taken from the surveys that you're going to send out to your Shark Tank teammates. We'll go over that in a little bit in this video on what I'm looking for that. But basically all I'm looking for is for you to say, based on my audience analysis results, 50% of respondents said blah, 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 blah. Or when asked about what kind of solutions they thought for this problem, my audience came up with X, Y, and Z, something like that. So all you need to do is just kind of introduce it and let me know that it's coming from the audience analysis. And then I know where that information came from. Because you probably only have like 3 or 4 other people in your group, you don't need to say like 2 of 3 respondents or 3 of 4. Just say like 50%, 66%, or 67%, 75%, whatever it is, 100%. Just use percentages because it sounds a little better. But otherwise, that's what we're doing for this final speech. We can go through the rubric. It's going to look very similar to everything else. So you've got your content. Do you have clear, coherent content that's persuasive? Again, having that call to action at the end. Vote for this person. Whatever it is that you want to do. How do we make this happen? Put that in at the end. Organization, are you following the intro, problem, cause, solution, or conclusion, or intro, problem, solution, conclusion format? If you're doing that and you tie everything together and transition well, should be pretty easy to get a good score on organization. Delivery, like usual, I don't care if you say or whatever. You can do it a million times and I still won't take away as many points as I would if you were reading. Okay. So again, the point of this entire class has been to learn how to speak conversationally, how to speak extemporaneously, and just flow naturally in any type of oral communication that you have. So definitely, please, for the very last speech, let's all speak extemporaneously. References, like usual, you should have the reference page at the bottom of your prep outline. You need to have 4 sources from 2016 or sooner, and one of them has to be .gov. As long as you are orally citing those sources correctly, should be no problem with that. So remember, you need author's name, their credibility, the publication info, and the date that their publication came out. Then here you've got your audience analysis score. So again, you're going to send off your questions, your survey to your Shark Tank teammates. They'll respond and you can use those results in your speech. So again, according to my audience analysis, 75% of people said that they wished, I don't know, pick something, right? So whatever it is, whatever your topic is, you're just incorporating that audience analysis. So if you use it at least once, you're going to get 9 points. If you use it twice, you're going to get 10 points. All right. So just make sure you're including it, make sure it's relevant and you're not just like throwing it in as an afterthought. Make sure it's actually like complementing what it is you're saying in your speech, but should be a pretty easy 10 points there as well. Then again, you got the prep and speaking outlines. As long as you're following the format, following the principles of subordination, coordination, and division, should be easy points on that one as well. Like usual, 10-point deduction for reading a manuscript if you're over under time. So again, be within 5 minutes and 30 seconds, 8 minutes and 30 seconds. As long as you're between there, you're fine. But any 30 seconds over or under, you're going to get minus 5 points per 30 seconds. If I have to ask you to resubmit something, that's 5 points for each file. And if you edit, you're going to get a 10-point deduction. So this is the last speech. You all should know what's going on by now and feel comfortable. Like always, if you have any questions, definitely let me know. Going on to this next screen, you're going to see here you've got your outlines again. So you've got problem, cause, solution, or problem, solution. Just pay attention to whichever format you want to use. Again, doesn't matter to me, whatever you think works best for your speech, for your topic. Then you'll have this little survey question wording thing to watch. You'll have your module 12 quiz that's due by Wednesday night at 11:59 like usual. And then you have your persuasive speech topic also due by Wednesday night. So again, just making sure that you are submitting something that is a social issue, okay? If you need help with social issue, there it is right there. Here's a list of social issues. Again, no two students can have the same topic, so first come, first serve on that. So make sure that when you are submitting your assignment, if you're doing problem, cause, solution, tell me your topic, thesis, and problem, cause, solution. Or if you're just doing problem, solution, then I just need topic, thesis, problem, and solution main points. All right. Then the last thing that we have to do is your audience analysis survey. So here we have your audience analysis survey and results. The assignment description, I know it's a little long and a little confusing, but basically what I'm looking for is for you to ask your Shark Tank groups 3 questions, okay? One of them needs to be a fixed question, which is just like a yes or no, or, give them 2, 3, 4 options and make them pick one. So like multiple choice. Then the second one needs to be a Likert scale. So on a scale from 1 to 5, how comfortable are you driving in your car alone at night? Something like that. And then open-ended, don't ask yes or no questions, or if you do, make sure you add in the why or why not, because if you say like, do you believe, someone can just answer yes or no, make sure they follow up and give an explanation why. So I would suggest asking an open-ended question that starts with who, what, when, where, why, or how, because those question words inspire open-ended responses. So instead of saying like, do you believe Nevada should enact a state tax, you could say like, how could Nevada implement a state tax to better fund the Nevada school system? Something like that. All right, so you're going to use Google Forms for this. So if you just click, in your Google account, if you go over, you can click on Forms, and then you'll get into a form and you can build it for yourself. So eventually it's going to look something like this. This is the example one that we've built for you. So you can title it how you want. Make sure that you make all 3 of your questions required, so that way you're not having anybody who's responding to your survey miss an answer. So again, you can see here we've got the fixed question, the Likert scale, and then the open-ended question. Google Forms is pretty straightforward to figure out. So just like how you would find like slides or Drive or anything like that in your Google account, you should see forms in there. Just click on make a new form, and then you're able to populate everything. If you have any questions on how to use Google Forms, or you're not really sure what's going on with that, definitely let me know. You can come to my drop-in hours on Wednesday or Thursday this week, or just shoot me an email. Happy to go through it with you. You are able to like customize this, so you can put your own picture up here, you can make the color scheme whatever you want, so get creative with it. Then when it's your form, you'll see up here it'll say like questions and responses. So when everybody has responded to your survey, you just click on the responses, and then you'll see like a little pie chart or bar chart, whatever it is that you've made. You'll see all your answers. All I need you to do is just screenshot those answers and then submit the screenshots by this Sunday night. Okay, so Sunday, April 18th by 11:59 p.m. Just screenshot the results of your survey and submit those screenshots. So you should have, like I said, like 3 or 4, depending on how many people you had in your Shark Tank groups. Again, if you have any questions, definitely let me know. All right, so we went through the persuasive speech. We just went through the audience analysis form. So What's due after we leave this video, you've got your module 12 quiz that's due by 11:59 on Wednesday. You also have your persuasive speech topic that's due by 11:59 on Wednesday. And then you have your audience analysis survey and results due by 11:59 on Sunday, April 18th. All right. Like always, if you have any questions, definitely let me know. I'm always happy to help. I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you next week.